Hi there, this is Sue from Miller's Laboratory, and I have a flip through of a little book here that I'm going to be listing in my Etsy shop. This little book is only 5 inches wide, 4 inches tall, and it is made from a kit from Stampin' Up! Onboard Bitty Book, which is a tiny little chipboard album that you can cover with paper or stamp on or whatever you want to do. Inside that kit there is a little slip case for you to keep your book in, and I didn't feel a need for that, so I wanted to figure out something to do with these. So I cut these long skinny pieces off, and this made a really nice little book cover. The notch in there is kind of interesting, but I just made it part of the design. That is where the little bow fits, where you tie the book closed. So what I did with this particular one, you can see that the original was like this gray chipboard. I covered this with just brown paper because I liked that color better, and it's been coated and sealed so that it's nice and secure. And then on the front, the design there is from a napkin. The spine is covered with some vintage bark cloth, and you can see that I've stitched in 3 signatures here with some kind of reddish linen, and then the book ties closed with more strips of that same bark cloth. And what I did with that is I glued the end, get to it here, I glued this on both sides here, and then I also put an eyelet in there, so that's also really nice and secure. So this book has 49 pages, front and back, which totals 98. And lots of little tags and journal cards in here. This is an old check. I really tried to use, for the most part, authentic book pages and older ones here in this. This is from a really old hymnal. There are some digitals in here though too, and I did some collage on those, which was really fun. The reason was that when I printed them out, they all had a white strip on here, and I had to cover that up. So just an opportunity to do more fun things. This is an original old receipt from a pharmacy, and that opens up, and we have a couple little pockets here. These are digitals, but all little tiny places. This would be a great little book for keeping quotes, just little things. Bible verses too would be really nice. Here I made a belly band out of a butterfly, and I glued some waxed linen on there for antenna, so they're on there. I thought that was cool. And then this is a button card that I printed out, and I just left it plain. I thought it looked pretty tucked under there. You could use that as a frame and put a picture in there or something if you wanted to. From a pretty wildflower book. And then this is a belly band. I've tucked a couple of things behind that. A little journaling card here. The theme of this book is pretty much florals. Little tag. That's a Roxy Creations tag that I printed out small. And then this belly band is from an old quilting pattern book, I think. And this folds right down, so you have a lot of place in here to journal that will fold up and be hidden. And then there's also a little envelope tucked in here with a couple of little calling card type things. Again, a little place to do some more journaling. Thought it would be fun to tuck, you know, any little treasure in there. To fit back in there. Okay. Not going to talk a whole lot. You guys can see what I'm doing. Some more little tags. That one's, I think, a Tracy Fox Love Junk Journals tag. Not going to try to tell you where everything came from. It's too hard. I have a list down below, or a link to a list if you want to see where I get my digitals from. I shop from a lot of different places. This is a printout of an old envelope. just made a little tag. And what I did is I used a window envelope and folded it in half. And that is, sorry, try to get that glare off. That is clover from my yard, pressed and dried. Made a little window out of that. I had to brush the bees off to get to it, which is a good thing. Here's another little pocket, a couple little goodies in it. Oh. This one pulls out quite long. This is flips up and then this flips down. You can write down here, and then there's a little pocket here, a couple little tags. The tags are pretty thin. I didn't back them with anything like cardstock. I was trying to put a lot of little things in here and I didn't want it to be too thick. Another little tag. Those really little ones that size are from Ruby and Pearl. This is what do you call it? I want to say a spindle, but I can't think of the name right now, but I actually wrapped some embroidery floss on there. Little page made out of a paper bag with the polka dots. And on this side I made just a little notebook. Just extra place to write in here. Oh, what happens when I'm trying to rush. Here we go. This flips out. You could write on here. Another little pocket here with a teeny little tag. Lilac. One of my favorites. This is an old notebook, like from a girl's school notebook. She went to business school, and it's from like the 40s or 50s. Love her handwriting. Underneath here, this is just a secret little thing. This unfolds and opens up quite a ways. So it's, again, another little writing spot. And this is old vintage typing paper that I used for that. Spool. I guess it's called a spool. That one has some vintage rickrack on it. I left lots of pages. Now you can write on all of these. A belly band. This is just a teeny little tag with a stamp on it and a printout of a calling card. This is from a really old photo album I bought at an antique store. I just love the patina on it and the coloring and everything. And so I think it's cute to just tuck that in there with the corners, and then you can tuck some little things in there. There we go. Little corner pocket here with 2 layers. The front layer, it pokes the corner out, or you can see the corner like a little peekaboo pocket. And then another button card here. This is from an old ledger that I have. This is authentic. Just a little sweet little tag. On this side we have this, I love this image of the rose. An old shorthand book. Their belly band. This is a little bouquet that's printed on typing paper so you can see through it a little bit. These would be very cute, as I said, with your own image in the middle there. It would be really sweet. Another little tuck spot made out of a butterfly with the little antenna made out of waxed linen. It's a little up tuck here, just a little folded card to write in. This is some handmade paper. This is just an image that I love. It doesn't really have to do with flowers, but it's an old image of a paint sample from a book. And I just love all the colors on there and how dull they are. You know, how they look old, so I really love that. It's really not that difficult to put things in the pockets in here. It's just my angle is strange. It's a little envelope. Just a little folded card. And I just glued this on the inside. This is made from one of those little leather library books. So this is actually the size of the book page, teeny tiny. And what I did here is I glued this ribbon on. So, let's see here. You could add more pages in here if you wanted to. You would just tuck them under that ribbon. Should have planned this better and had something ready, but you could fold your page and then just, oh my goodness, just tuck it under there like that. And then you can add as many pages to that as you want to. Just a little fold out from that old, really antique journal or ledger that I have. And that's the end. There it is. So I hope you like that little book. If you're interested, it's available in my Etsy shop. I hope you'll stop by and take a look. Have a great day. Thank you. Bye.